Yoga is a science of well-being, youthfulness, and it's an integrator of body, mind, and soul. It's a spiritual discipline which had originated from our motherland. Many eminent personalities has advocated the importance of yoga in maintaining their work-life balance. Today, with us we have a yogi who has been practicing and teaching yoga more than a couple of decades. He is the founder of Shivananda Yoga Vedanta Center at Kottuppuram, Chennai. May I invite Sannyasi Shiva Rishi to join us. Welcome you, sir.
Namaste to all of you. Like the PMI, the Satyananda Yoga is also a global movement. We have taken yoga from door to door and from shore to shore. There's not a country in this world that has not received the blessings of the tradition that I come from. Can you please change that? Next slide, please. Swami Satyananda Saraswati, the founder of the Bihar School of Yoga tradition, is my Parma Guru. And I bring greetings and good wishes and the blessings of ancient tradition to every participant who is here. The institutions founded by Swami Satyananda have made a contribution which would stand for next couple of millennia. And I come from the Satyananda Yoga Center, next one please, which is, I would say, the nucleus of yoga. Because in Triplicane, from where this center is situated, we have a temple for Parthasarathi. And Parthasarathi is known as the guru of the whole world when he gave out the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. And in Bhagavad Gita, he defines how a person can live a life which is established in yoga, which has complete balance in it. I would like to quote a verse, Yogastha Kuru Karmani, established in the state of yoga. You have to do all your actions. You have to participate in all the events of life established in yoga. And then each and every action that you do becomes efficient. He further also goes forward and says, Yogaha Karmashu Kaushalam. Kaushalam means excellence. I would like to bring a very important point to all of you at this moment. When it comes to events of life, when it comes to the work that we do in our life, we can scrape through, we can manage, we can survive. You've all had experience of just surviving, scraping through a situation, haven't you? In personal life, in your work life. So many times you could just manage. And there have been situations where you've done very well. You made a great contribution, be it for your family, be it for the field that you represent. So I'm asking you this question, when you did extremely well, what was it that you had in you? What speciality was there in you that you were able to do well? Can you just think about that for a moment? So before we go forward, I would like to take you through a small experience. So if you're holding your phone in your hand, please put it down. And you can sit comfortably, keeping both the legs on the ground. You push your seat back as much as possible so that you are touching the backrest. And you can either have your hands like this on your thighs, or you can keep it like this, or whichever is comfortable for you. If your shirt or your dress is too tight, take the time out now to adjust everything. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. So if you're wearing a specs, you can remove it and put it in your pocket. Ensure that you are very comfortable now. You want to still adjust the position of your legs. You want to scratch somewhere. You want to wipe your face, adjust your hair, your shirt, anything. Whatever you require to do, please finish it off now. After that, I am going to ask you to close your eyes and remain still like a statue for some time. So once I tell you, now you close your eyes, you should not start scratching. If you made all the adjustments, if you feel that you are ready for a short meditation, then you close your eyes. After closing your eyes, check whether you are holding any part of your body very tightly. It's possible that you are holding your jaws too tightly, you're biting and creating tension in your cheeks, or you're frowning, your eyebrows squeezed in too tight. If you still at the moment feel that some adjustment is required, I just missed it out, take this as your last chance. If you still want to make some adjustment, this is your last chance. If you want to remove your glass, if you want to remove your wristwatch, you want to scratch somewhere, swallow saliva. From this moment, till I ask you, you should remain still. No movements whatsoever. At the same time, do not make yourself feel too tight. It is possible that you are holding tightness in your shoulders. Let go. Allow the shoulders to just sink down. Check whether you're holding any tightness in your arms, forearms, fingers. Let go. Check whether you're holding any tightness in your back, your buttock muscles, your thighs, calf muscles. Please take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel that the body is becoming completely relaxed, comfortable. One more time, please take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, feel that all the worries, the cares, the pains, the discomforts, the tightness that is there in the body is just getting released. Please do few more rounds of deep breathing. And each time, as you breathe out, feel that something you never wanted to have in you, like a fear, or a fatigue, or a pain, or tiredness, or irritability, or insecure feeling, something that you never wanted to have in you, you always wanted to release it, use this opportunity. As you breathe out, feel the heat flowing out. As the heat is flowing out through your nostrils, feel that you are feeling very peaceful, calm, still. Feel the total stillness. Feel the stillness. Stillness of the head, stillness of the forehead, stillness of the eyelids, stillness of the cheeks, stillness of the lips, stillness of the chin, the throat, the right collarbone, the left collarbone, the right chest, the left chest, the middle of the chest, the abdomen, navel, pelvic floor. Become aware of the back side of the body. Feel the stillness in the collarbones, the shoulder blades, upper back, middle back, lower back, buttock. Become aware of the sole of your feet. Feel it inside your footwear. Become aware of the fingertips. Feel the sense of touch between your body and the chair you're sitting on. Become aware of those parts where your body is in contact with the chair, the buttock and the chair, the back rest and the chair, the elbows and the thighs, tips of the fingers touching each other. Now shift your awareness to the sharp points of contact between your eyelids. The upper and the lower eyelids are touching at sharp points. Please become aware of those sharp points. From there, move your awareness to your lips, your upper lip and the lower lip. Become aware of the lips touching each other, the gentle contact between the lips. Now, move your awareness from the lips to the tip of the nose. At the tip of the nose, you can feel air going in and going out. Are you breathing? Ask yourself, am I breathing? Which side am I breathing? Is it on the right nostril or is it on the left nostril? Which side am I breathing predominantly? When the air comes inside, is it warm or is it chill? When air goes out through the nostrils, is it warm or is it chill? Don't sleep off. Be aware. Follow every breath as it comes in and as it leaves. When breath comes in, you can feel a mild expansion taking place in the trunk of your body. You can feel the abdomen, you can feel the rib cage, you can feel the shoulders rising up a little bit, expanding a little bit. And when breath goes out, you can feel the whole body collapsing a little bit. You have to observe the connection between the breath and the movements in the body. You are still like a statue, but you're still moving. These movements are unconscious. Count 5 breaths from now. And each time when breath goes out, let something that you never wanted to hold on to leave you with the outgoing breath. No sleeping, please. No movements, please. if you have completed counting 5 breaths, then you may gently rub your palms against each other, make them hot, place the palms on the eyes, feel the heat pass from the palms into the eyes, gently drop the hands down and open your eyes. If your hands are not becoming hot, please do the rubbing one more time. It's quite chill inside because of the AC. Rub thoroughly till the hands become warm. Place them on the eyes. Drop the hands down. Open the eyes. Very nice. I'm sure all of you feel deeply relaxed now. How many of you feel deeply relaxed now? Can you raise your hand, please? Fantastic. Awareness is the key to excellence. And that is what is the most important ability that you develop when you regularly practice yoga. Many people think yoga means it is some form of exercise. Many people think that yoga means it is some religious stuff. Many people think that yoga means you have to become a sannyasin or a swami. You have to leave your house. Or many other people think yoga means you have to be sick. I had an experience, one of my students who's a very senior advocate, when he visited a yoga teacher, he was asked, what sickness are you suffering from? So he said, I am not suffering from any sickness. No, you should suffer from some sickness. Then only we can teach you. So there is this very strong opinion that you have to be sick, or you have to be religious, or you have to be spiritual, or you have to be a person who is interested in a particular type of growth. No. Anybody who is alive, anybody who wants to have a great life should practice yoga. And it will take just 15 minutes or 10 minutes to do it. When you do such practice, what really happens is you move from scraping through, from just managing to excelling. Because yoga does not work only on one aspect of your personality. I should be thankful to the speakers who've discussed things in their lectures, like Dr. Saravanan. He was talking about yoga. In fact, I was worried if he is going to continue like this, how will I come and speak here? And before that, we had 2 people, Sabita and her colleague, speaking about the Panchakoshas and this and that. So what is the subject matter of yoga? A lot of it has been covered. So I would like to come into the practical aspect of it so that you will remain alert, relaxed, energetic for the rest of the day. In fact, I'm going to give a gift to the speakers who are coming after me. I'm going to give them a very energetic audience. Usually what happens is post-lunch, it's very similar to the pictures he was showing. But today it will be different. The point I'm making is the most important thing, as you see in this image, is you are the most important thing in life. In fact, it's very interesting. It's only this life form that has to talk about work, life, and balance. I think only human beings do a work to live a life. An elephant does not do work to live a life. A lion does not do work to live a life. A lizard does not do work to live a life. They all just live their life. And we have created this complex where we have to divide life into work and life. But leaving that, as he was mentioning about the bridge, actually you are the bridge between work and life. You may be very successful in your career. You may be doing extremely well in your passions. But if you're missing out something very important in your life, when you die, you will only be a dissatisfied person. So we would like to give you some insights, experiential insights, like the one you just had now, where you know that you have to work upon yourself. Imagine if you were able to remain relaxed like this when you were taking a very, very crucial decision, how it would be. He was talking about how we are always stressed. When we are stressed, the number of decisions that we take that will go wrong, the probability of them going wrong will be more than the probability of doing a right decision. So it's very crucial for us to remain very relaxed, very strong, very energetic and fit. So I would like to ask you, how many of you invest some time every day to remain strong like that? Physically, vitally, emotionally, intellectually, psychically. You have all these aspects. That's what they discuss with you in the Pancha Koshas. I hope they told you about all the 5 aspects of your personality. How many of you invest to keep the 5-fold Pancha Kosha personality of yours in good condition? Can I see some response? How many of you, okay, I'll ask a straight question. How many of you do exercise every day? Very good. How many of you do a sufficient amount of breathing as a proper practice every day? Very good. How many of you do a deep relaxation every day? See, as I ask the questions, the number of hands that go up are gradually reducing. And in fact, out of this 320 plus people, he is putting his hand fully up for all the things. Out of all the people who are here, I hope all of you are doing pretty well in your life. But whatever you have done till now, only a few of you have taken care of yourself. You're focused on the external. This comes from the belief that what is very important is what I have and not what I am. But I'm telling you, in life, the most important thing is what you are and not what you have. I would like to do a small test to check how fit all of you are. But if you have a very bad back condition and you're just managing to sit through the conference, you don't have to participate in this. If you're normally okay, doing all your activities, and you're not taking any medicine for a condition like severe back pain or a high blood pressure, then you should participate in this. If the condition is something that you're not clear about, then you can just relax. Okay? What I want you to do is, I want you to stand up in your place. Wait. I want you to stand up in your place, raise both your hands up like this, bend forward, and just touch the floor like this. Without bending the knees. So you should not do like this. Okay? You understood? I realize that there isn't enough space, so people can move to the center and the side else, and in the center people can turn to the right or to the left so that you can create space, because you have to bend forward. I see when you bend forward in that space, you see the chair there. So you can turn to the right side. So all of you please stand up now. Just move around.
Space here as well.
Yeah, you can come on the stage here. You can go to the side spaces. You can go to the center. And when people have moved like that, those who are standing in front of the chair, just turn to your left side. All of you turning to the left side, to this side. Everybody turn to this side so that it's easy. Everybody turn to this side. Very good. Now, can you all please raise your hand up? Give yourself a nice stretch as if somebody is pulling your hand upward. Don't bend backward, just stretch up. Now bend forward, and first you see the floor. Check whether you are able to touch the floor. And if possible, without bending, put your hands down on the floor. Why are you standing? I was hoping all of you are trying, and I'm seeing, and somebody is even clapping at me, appreciating. Okay, slowly raise up. Try one more time. Okay, this time try to improve. Okay, and when you're bending down, in the final position, smile. No, in the sense you smile at the Mother Earth. She has been providing so much for you. So raise your hand up. Stretch yourself nicely. Bend forward. Go down. You have a doubt, you can see how I am doing it. Just stay there. All of them, they are staying there only. Bend forward. Be there. I'll just go have a coffee and come back. Can you come up? Raise up and go back to your place. Sit down. I saw all designs here, you know. I was just thinking how people think. Very creative thinking is possible. And I saw somebody standing like this. Very creative. How many of you were able to see the floor? I mean, I don't have to ask the question. How many of you kept your legs together? Okay. How many of you were able to touch the floor? How many of you were able to place the palm on the floor like this? When you do a project, the project is complete only when it is complete, right? Half means incomplete project. No, but the question I'm asking, it's a very serious question that I'm asking. How many of you found that there were experience of tightness in some parts of your body? All of you, right? Those are the spots where the stress that you accumulated in your life, which Dr. Sharwan was talking to you all, has gone into the body. And those of you who are able to place the palm on the floor like this, I can say you are healthy. You are fit from one aspect. The rest of you are unfit. You may do very well in your career. But when you have the money will be useful only for the hospital checks. And in Sanskrit, there is a shloka. Alasyam hi manusyanam. Alasyam hi manusyanam shariraste mahan ripuhu. Alasyam means laziness. All of us are lazy. Because laziness is not something that you have acquired. Knowledge is something that you acquire. Habit is something that you acquire. Excellence is something that you acquire. But laziness, you're born with. Alasyam hi manusyanam. When nature created this body, it kept inside this body a self-destructing mechanism which is called as laziness. It is not your fault. That is why discipline is a big problem. If there was a yoga practitioner, a yoga teacher who says, you don't have to do daily, oh really? you immediately you get interested because discipline is a big problem. But let me be very open and frank with you. When you regularly practice yoga, there are some very good qualities that you will get in your life. Can we go back to the slide, please, on vowels of work? One of the good quality that you will develop is awareness. You will become aware. Like today, I asked you to become aware of your buttock and the seat. I asked you to become aware of the breath going in and going out. These lessons, if you're able to practice them for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's up to you. You will develop awareness. Awareness will, it will pervade from the gross material environment to the subtler environments. From the physical body, you will enter into your thought process. And from the thought process, you will be able to enter into even your nature. You will become aware of even your emotions. And once you become aware, then you have the power to change. And another important thing, most important thing for anyone who would like to succeed in life is enthusiasm. But enthusiasm comes when you don't have a burden in your mind and when you have a lot of energy in you. See, all of us are burdened. When Dr. Saravanan was talking about how, a joke will be responded by just a shoulder shrug in an IT environment, he was talking about the burden. All of us are so burdened. And enthusiasm is impossible. We can learn all these ideas intellectually. I can go on talking like this, and we can have another 100 speakers, and this conference can go on for years together. You will not get anything out of it if you don't bring it into your own life. And enthusiasm and awareness leads to involvement. If you're not aware, you won't know what to do. Like if you're thirsty, if you're not aware that water is available on that table over there, you won't know what to do. It's a simple example. In daily life, in your workspace, awareness is so important that you are able to involve yourself in a proper way. And with involvement, with enthusiasm, with awareness, you start understanding. See, I have to understand you. You have to understand me. This is all about life. This is all about work. Don't we have problems explaining things to our colleagues? When we get fed up, what do we ask them? Can't you bloody understand this simple thing? So when you have awareness, when you have enthusiasm, when you get deeply involved, then you start developing understanding. And with understanding, the gates for success are open. And with this, I would like to, stop my presentation. If anyone would like to ask questions, there are two ways you can reach out to me. One is I'll be here during the networking times. I'm going to stay back for the day. And if there is opportunity, if we have time, if any of you would like to ask me some question, maybe 5 minutes we can allot. Can we give 5 minutes for questions? Okay. Would anybody like to ask any question? Yeah. You could go to our website. At the end of this slideshow, we have the URL. You can visit that. It gives you information on all the places that we have centers. It's a global movement. We have centers all over Chennai, all over India. We have centers all over the world. Next one, please.
How long person has to attend?
The question that he's asking is, first question is, where do we have centers? You could visit this site. You can, and we have also given you some flyers. You don't have to write this down. Yeah. You'll be getting the flyers. I think in the kit also you got some stuff. You have information, coordinates, you can go through that. The second question was for how long one has to learn. It's like saving. If you ask me for how long one has to save.
I want to practice on my own.
I understand. Even one session and even for 1 hour, if you have learned something, if that you are able to practice for the rest of your life, it definitely makes a lot of change. But if you want to learn something that you can practice daily for 15-20 minutes, you could invest some 10 sessions spread over 3-4 months, once a week like that, and you can learn. Most important thing is you should find out the time to do it every day. Anything else? Yeah?
Hello. I think you know Stephen Hawking.
Sorry?
I think you know the scientist called Stephen Hawking.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you relate yoga with people like him? He knows only to think. He cannot do any physical
Fantastic.
activity.
Fantastic. Thank you for asking the question. You were also wanting to ask something? Yeah. For a benefit to be useful to you, I think at least 15-20 minutes per day will be very useful. To the question that this gentleman is asking about a person like Professor Stephen Hawking, how he would benefit from yoga, one of the most profound methods of self-development is yoga. And yoga deals with not just the physical body. I mentioned that about even the Panchakoshas also I mentioned. It has impact on the body. There are practices in yoga which does not require you to move even a single limb. For example, sitting and watching your breath, which you all did just now, it's a practice called as Ajapa Japa. It can be done by anybody, even if a person is completely immobile, even that person can do such practices, and breathing practices can also be done by such people. Then it goes beyond. It goes into the dimension of mind, thought management, emotion management. There are practices in yoga which are very, very effective to help a person to integrate the complete personality and not just to deal with the physical body. So there are a lot of people who have benefited from such practices. In fact, advanced practitioners don't do asanas daily. Asanas are the popular form of yoga, the stretches, the twists, bending forward, upside down, leg on the shoulder and all that. The popular form is that. Advanced practitioners don't do it at all. Advanced practitioners just sit and contemplate. Anything else? Or we wind up? Yeah.
Nowadays, a lot of people have issues. Let's say people have ligament tears, fractures, and all. So, does doing yoga impact all those things, or is it fine? They can do it because yoga deals with stretching your muscles, and that can lead to something like this.
This is one reason why you should not learn a yoga practice from a TV or an internet site or a CD. You should learn it personally. The teacher who has deep understanding of the entire disciplines of yoga will be able to make a program that will suit a particular person and their need. So if there is an injury, if there is a limitation, the practices can be designed in such a way that that particular problem is also taken into cognizance when the practice is taught. So there are practices which can be done without involving those muscles, involving those body parts. To answer you even more precisely, usually asana practices are forward bends, backward bends, side bends, twisting from one side to another side, inversions, and balancing. And these 6 types of asanas can be done standing, or sitting, or lying down. So we can teach practically all the variations to even a person who is bedridden. So we'll have to meet the person, and based on the understanding they can teach.
One more.
Yeah?
Yeah, hi.
I think somebody has a mic over here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you have told that laziness is inbuilt in our DNA. Yeah, it is like our New Year resolutions, right? You just take it and then after a while, you just forget one by one. So are there any tips, to get rid of this laziness? Because I'm interested in yoga by looking, by going through your lecture and all that. And probably after I'm done with this conference tomorrow morning, I again start, take the bus, take the train, rush, and then just forget about it.
Correct.
Because that is again the laziness. And I try to get some excuses for myself, right? So any tips to get rid of this laziness?
There is a very famous saying, you tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. Right? There is another very famous saying which came in a movie, tell me who your enemy is and I'll tell you who you are. Right? Association, that's what I'm talking about. Association has a great influence over our personality. That is why Adi Shankara, who is one of the great yogis, he said, Sat Sangatve Nit Sangatvam. You should have the wisdom to associate with people who have got positive qualities. So you could get in touch with somebody like me. You don't have to come to me. I'm not promoting myself. I'm saying for your own sake, let's say you live in Gurgaon or you live in somewhere in Bihar, no problem. You will find a very good yoga teacher anywhere in the world. So just go meet that person once a week, once a fortnight, once a month. And when the person tells you something, then for that day you will feel motivated. And over a period of time, when you regularly keep the association on and on, that will create a value inside you. Sat Sangatve Nit Sangatvam. When you have those values, then you will know how to get rid of the Facebook, you will know how to get rid of unwanted activities and invest that for your own sake. Not that you are always lazy. Not that I am always lazy. We find time for things that we prioritize. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
In the interest of time, we will.
One question is that
One last question, please.
one last question.
I think there are two people are standing for one last question. I will request you to take it outside because Guruji said he is available throughout the day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the relaxing and regenerating session which you brought us through simple yoga demonstrations and yoga awareness speech. We totally agree, yoga is vital to lead a healthy life on all aspects. As a token of our gratitude, we would like to present a memento and spot even photograph to Sannyasi Shiva Rishi. May I request Mr. Jawahar, Vice President Governor, to come upon to the stage and do the honor.